All right, this question wants the overall structure. Let's read the passage and see what we can kind of get just from what's going on. So it's from this novel. Atlanta and Ronaldo are neighbors who have been secretly exchanging letters through Charlotte, Atlanta's sister. Okay, lots of characters for such a small thing. Atlanta gave this letter to Charlotte, who immediately ran into the balcony with it, where she still found Ronaldo in a melancholy posture, leaning his head on his hand. So she's delivering, gave the letter, ran into the balcony, leaning on his hand. She showed him the letter, but was afraid to toss it to him for fear it might fall to the ground. Okay, so he ran and fetched a long cane, which he cleft at one end and held it while she put the letter into the cleft and stayed not to hear what he said to it. So this is a lot of words to say someone's handing someone else a letter. But never was man so transported with joy as he was at the reading of this letter. It gives him new wounds, for to the generous nothing obliges love so much as love. So, okay, so there's joy, and then there was fear somewhere, so maybe that has something to do with it, but it's someone handing someone else a letter. Don't complicate this. Okay, structure. It describes the delivery of a letter and then portrays a character's happiness at reading that letter. Like, that's literally what I just said, right? That's probably it. Describes the delivery of a letter, check, that's an ugly check, then portrays a character's happiness at reading the letter. Well, it says joy. He was at the reading of the letter, gives him new wounds, for to the generous nothing obliges love so much as love. So the wounds part is a little confusing, but I like the joy part. Maybe this is a little bit of a trap, but let's see what else the answer choices say. B, it establishes that a character is desperate to receive a letter, maybe, and then explains why another character has not yet written that letter. No, not yet written it. They're delivering a letter. The letter exists, so no, that's just wrong. C, it presents a character's concerns about delivering a letter and then details the contents of that letter. Well, maybe it does for the first part, right? It does maybe talk about the fear of the letter falling to the ground. I don't know why, but maybe. But then the second part is wrong. It does not detail the contents of the letter. We see that the guy is joyous when he reads it, but we don't know what he reads. It never says it, right? So if you're ever kind of tempted for a choice, one thing you can do is turn the choice itself into a question, right? It details the contents of the letter. Okay, then what are the contents of the letter? Ask yourself that. If you can't then answer that question, then that's not a good sign. It probably means the choice is wrong. It's too strong. It's saying something that isn't covered by the lines. D, it reveals the inspiration behind a character's letter and then it emphasizes the excitement that another character feels upon receiving that letter. Well, maybe the second part is true, but it does not reveal the inspiration, right? It says the letter was given to someone else. Again, I don't know what's in the letter, so I don't know what inspired it. So this just doesn't make any sense. A, there was a little sliver of doubt, but it was very minor, and this is definitely better than anything else there. I would have no doubt now that that is the correct answer, and sure enough it is.